A helpful concept that has definitely been helping me a bit is to see your primary emotion, your primary protective emotion, as a kind of illusion that's just stopping you from seeing the emotion it's protecting. I know that's a bit of a mouthful. But for example, the emotion that I go to very easily is anger. I want to fight. I want to get angry. I want to blame. I want to protect myself. But what I'm protecting is really the sadness and the vulnerable emotions that are inside. These are the emotions that I don't want to feel, that I feel uncomfortable feeling, that I don't want to show people because I had to be this way as a child. Now it's a habit, and I have this fear built up of feeling these more vulnerable emotions. So the anger protects them. It's more complex than this, of course, but this is a way to sort of summarize it and make it obvious. So if you're a grief or a vulnerable emotion repressor and you tend to default to anger, whenever you feel anger, just say to the anger or just label it saying that this is just sadness. Your anger is just sadness. Your anger is just grief. Your anger is just fear or whatever vulnerable emotion. Because it is. Beneath the anger, somewhere there, I know it's very difficult to see, but beneath it is some very vulnerable emotions that you don't want to feel. These are the emotions that you need to feel to heal. The opposite is true as well. So if you're a person who tends to default to more vulnerable emotions such as fear and neediness and sadness, and it's those sort of things are easy for you, but you never feel angry. And when you do feel angry, it's short-lived and you get very scared of it and you may start to cry immediately. This suggests that you're an anger repressor. For whatever reason, you're terrified of feeling anger. You don't want to be angry in front of people. You've built up a character that has repressed anger. I believe a lot of these people had an angry parent and they told themselves, I'm never going to be that way because this parent hurt me so much. So they repress their anger to never feel it again, label it as bad, and society reinforces this in a very big way. You're not allowed to get angry in the office, right? You're not allowed to get angry in public. If this is you, whenever you feel your vulnerable, needy, weak feeling emotions, label them as anger. These emotions are just on the surface, but what they really are is anger. We need to get you to your anger to feel that. It may scare you, it may be very difficult, you may not even be able to see it. But I believe this is a good first step. For those of you who get angry easy, when you get angry, just label it as sadness. This anger is just sadness. And look for the sadness underneath it. If you're a vulnerable, if you're an anger repressor and on the surface are your more vulnerable emotions, when these emotions come up, see them as anger. This is just anger and look for the anger buried beneath it all. Thanks, guys.